What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Matt Stingray. Thanks for checking in to the Rock the Watch channel. Guys, today we're going to do the full review of a Casio G-Shock GA700UC5A. So as you can see, this is in the flat dark earth, or I don't think it's a desert tan. It's more of a flat dark earth colorway. Picked this one up from Amazon. I think I paid about $99. I wanted to get one of the big fat G-Shocks, the tactical military suckers, because the only other one I have is the G-Shock Square, which is, by the way, a fantastic watch. This, in my opinion, is the best, the Square, not necessarily the DW5600, because they got solar ones, they got metal ones, but just this style with the Square is probably, no, not probably, it is the best G-Shock you can get. It's probably one of the best watches you can get for the money, but I wanted to get the big one. Oh, and I'll put a link to, I did a full review of this one, put a link to that down below so you can check that out. It's pretty cool. But I wanted to get one of the big boys. Okay, see what it was like. So let's just take a quick look at this sucker. As you can see, it's very difficult to see. This is a negative display. I didn't know that before I bought it. I don't know if it comes in any other way, but we'll touch on that a little later. So let's get into the specs and features of this watch. This watch is 51 millimeters. Now I measured that button to button. It's a little bit bigger, so I think it's like 55 you measure here, but typically you measure across this way on watches. So 51. It is 18 millimeters thick, and I measured it up to the top of one of these little bolster things here. It is 55 millimeter lug to lug and a 16 millimeter lug width. Where I went with that is, if you look at these watches, and there's adapters and all kinds of other stuff out there. If you looked, I measured the 16 in here, because as you can see, that's where the little pin is and stuff down there. So measured the 16 there. The bracelet is wider, but the little lugs are down there are 16. It is powered by the Casio Module 5522. It has a estimated 5-year battery life. It has 200 meters water resistance. The strap is 29 millimeters right here, tapering down to 21 and a half to the plastic, not metal, but plastic, the double little plastic buckle there with the double dealios on there, and the cool keeper right there. I dig the double holes in this strap. It's pretty cool. As you can see underneath, it's got little nubs on here, kind of keep it off your wrist, maybe keep it a little bit drier under there. Case back is screwed down, but it's screwed in, not screwed down. And it says G-Shock on there, G-Shock Resist. Casio 5522, that's the module. GA Tac 700 UC stainless steel back. Japan movement, cased in Thailand, and water resistance 20 bar, which is 200 meters, as we have discussed before. This is a digital and an analog version of this watch, because as you can see, it has the analog hands, but it has some digital features up there, such as the running seconds. Let's see if I can get it on there. Yeah, you can see it moving. Running seconds, and right now I have it on the date, which, as you could tell, I'm just going to point this out right now, is one of my rubs with this watch. The hands seem to be blocking a lot of stuff. Like you can get in there and you can see that it's Sunday the 12th. So Sunday, December 6th is what it is when I'm filming this today. It'll probably be released about a week after this, but as of right now, it's the 6th when I'm filming it. So as you can see, it's blocking it. Add the negative display on top of that. It's very easy to tell the time. It's almost 6:30 in the evening. But what? I can't, with the negative display, it covers it up, and it seems to cover up stuff all the time. Like the hands seem to get in the way. Maybe it's because they're kind of thick and fat, and then on top of that, the negative display. Whereas you look at the square, compared to the square again, Sunday, December 6th, boom, right there. Nothing covers it up. Time, 6:28 p.m. So I don't think I'm a fan of the negative display. I'm not going to go into a full tutorial. Guys, I don't do full tutorials about this stuff because I don't really understand everything that this watch does. I got a basic knowledge of it, of certain things it can do, but I definitely don't do tutorials, especially on G-Shocks, because they do all kinds of awesome things. However, I will go through just a little bit of the buttons. So as you can see, it's on the date. It's date, Sunday, December 6th. Hit this button. It's a timer, a 10-minute timer. I think it's stop. And then you can see it starts to count down. But again, you want to use it. The hands are blocking it. I can't see that. That's, stop it, reset button up here. You see it goes to 10. Next mode, world time. It does have, I believe, 31 time zones you can switch to. The next one is alarm. I didn't even set the alarm. It just says 12. Off. You see I have the alarm off. Stopwatch. Hit start. There it goes. Again, real difficult to see this negative display when you're at this time. What are you going to move the time, change the time? Because you want to see the bottom thing? That's just kind of annoying. And then back to the date. Now let's see if I go to the alarm stopwatch. It's still the same. I forgot to reset it. Reset it to 0. Then go back to the next mode, which is the date mode. Okay, so as you can see up here, and again, it's everything. It's a combination of me being older and having older eyes, stuff being difficult to see. Let me know if you guys can see, if you dig the negative displays and you can see them. I can't see them, man. I mean, put them in any type of light. I find myself just twisting around the watch trying to see it. But up here in this little circle thing, it says, yeah, it's world time, timer, world time, alarm, and stopwatch. And as you can see, even the hands kind of cover that a little bit. There is a running seconds up there on the right up here, as you can see it. It's going. Yep, and then it'll switch to dark. Boom, it started up again. Difficult to see. So, what do I dig about this watch? Well, before I do that, before I get into that, there's there's no lume on this watch, but there is a light here at the bottom. This button is a light, and let's see what that looks like, because that thing's honestly kind of disappointing too. So here we are, complete darkness. Now, it lights up the whole thing, right? However, and it is, the way the hands are, it is 6:31, so they're kind of obscuring themselves. But, and you can adjust this from 1.5 to 3 seconds. It casts a wicked shadow, so you can only read the analog hands with this. And I wish they would have put another light, and they can do it because Casio makes a model. I used to own it back in the day. I was thinking about getting it again and reviewing it, where you hit this little button on the side and it's got 2 lights, one at the 6 and the 12, and man, it just balances everything out. But as you can see, there's only one light right there, kind of at an angle going up, and it just casts a wicked shadow. So the only thing that's really good for is really seeing the analog hands. So let's see what it looks like on the wrist. But before we do that, quick wristwatch check. What am I rocking today? Today I am rocking my TAG Heuer Aqua Racer. And as you can see, the time is not right. Did a full review of this. I'll put a link to that down below. This is an awesome watch. Hate on TAG Heuer if you want, man. But I think they make great watches, and I'll keep buying them. So let's see what the G-Shock GA700 UC looks like on the wrist. If I can get it on the wrist. It's kind of big and bulky, but that's what G-Shocks are known for. They're still kind of cool. They're very rugged, and you want to tear some stuff up, wear this watch. This is the watch I wear if I'm going to go out and do anything, this or my Square. So it doesn't look bad, man. I dig it. It's big. Now I have a 7.5-inch wrist, and it's big, but it's still cool. But the things that I don't like about it outweigh. I don't wear it too much because, darn it, it's just hard to see. As you can see there, I am not a fan of negative displays. I cannot see that. It's just not for me, man. Dig the color, dig the ruggedness, not feeling the light right there. Not feeling it, and not feeling that negative display, man. Just not happy with that. So guys, if you like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. And as always, rock that watch.